Hometown bet Eala's hopes dashed by Camila Osorio in Philippine Women's Open quarters. In a clash of former U.S. Open junior champions, Camila Osorio dashed the hopes of Filipino fans of seeing their own Eala hoist her first WTA title. Their first matchup in the pro ranks resulted in a defeat for the 49th-ranked Eala, as she succumbed in straight sets 6-4. 6-4 against Osorio in the quarterfinals of the Philippine Women's Open on Thursday evening at Rizal Memorial Tennis Center. The opening set turned into a shaky serving affair, with momentum swinging back and forth as both players traded breaks. Double faults crept in Eala with 3 apiece in the set, highlighting the lack of rhythm on serve. However, Osorio finally seized control with a crucial break in the 7th game, then calmly consolidated with a hold to stretch the lead to 5-3, creating just enough separation to secure the opening set. The script remained the same in the 2nd set, with Osorio and Eala continuing to trade breaks as neither could establish control on serve through the opening 4 games. Even at 4-4 after 8 games and with 3 breaks apiece, pressure mounted, but it was the world number 84 Colombian who struck when it mattered the most. Osorio delivered a decisive break in the 9th game, then confidently served it out in the 10th to seal the match and deny Eala a comeback. Sayang, hindi puma sa ngayon sa level pero ang importante nandito ay kayo sa Manila. Sa Pilipinas, nandito ang WTA. Eala mentioned after the defeat, "I really hope you guys get inspired and learn to love tennis. I hope it grows because I love tennis so much. I'm so lucky to be able to share this experience and this journey with all of you." It was a closely contested match, with both players evenly matched on second serve winners at 50%. The separation came off the first serve, where Osorio was more efficient in converting winners at 59%, edging out Eala's 51% and proving decisive over the course of the match. Eala will next turn her attention to the WTA 500 Abu Dhabi Open, scheduled from January 31st to February 7th. Meanwhile, 5th seed Osorio advances to the semifinals, where she is set to face Eala Sierra on Friday. Dreams on Manila hardcourt, Eala's hometown heartbreak and the rise of a champion. The sun was setting over Manila's historic Rizal Memorial Tennis Center, painting the sky with hues of golden promise and burning ambition. In the bustling heart of the Philippine capital, a homegrown dream was set to unfold, one adored by thousands who packed the stands, waved flags, and beat their chants like a heartbeat for a champion. At the center of it all stood Eala, the Philippines' brightest tennis star, whose journey had become a symbol of hope, talent, and national pride. But in sport, as in life, dreams sometimes walk a narrow line between jubilation and heartbreak, and on this particular day of the Philippine Women's Open, that line would be tested. The homecoming, a nation behind its star. For Eala, this tournament was more than a stop on the WTA calendar. It was a homecoming. Born to Filipino parents and raised between nations, her rise through the tennis ranks has already made history, from smashing barriers as a junior champion to breaking into the WTA's top ranks and inspiring a new generation in Southeast Asia. The Philippine Women's Open was the first WTA 125 event ever held in the country, a milestone for Philippine tennis and a stage where Eala was expected to shine brightest. Thousands of fans, many cheering for the first time at a professional tournament in their own backyard, packed courtside to support her. Every serve she made, every rally she fought, drew roaring applause. It was more than sport. It was part of a larger narrative of national identity, of Filipino pride finding expression in each stroke. Heading into the quarterfinals, Eala had already shown her prowess. With convincing wins earlier in the event, including a decisive 6-1, 6-2 triumph and a 6-4, 6-0 display that delighted fans, she was firmly in the spotlight. The clash, Eala versus Osorio. Then came the quarterfinals, a clash not just between competitors, but between narratives. Eala, the hometown favorite and rising star, and Camila Osorio, the experienced Colombian whose grit and precision on the court had already earned her acclaim on the professional circuit. Osorio, seeded 5th and ranked world number 84, was no underdog, but for many in the crowd, it was Eala who carried the emotional weight of the match, the hopes of a nation heavier than any racket. What followed was a taut, tense battle of skill and nerve. Games swung back and forth, momentum traded like currency in an unpredictable market. In the first set, both players found rhythm and fire, until Osorio seized a crucial break that edged her ahead. Eala fought valiantly, keeping pace until the end, but the set slipped away, 6-4. The second set was a mirror of the first. Eala leads, resilient rallies, and moments where the crowd collectively held its breath. Alex surged, answered, battled, but when Osorio broke serve at the critical moment, at 4-4, there was a shift. In the 10th game, Osorio served confidently, closed out the match, and sealed a 6-4 victory that stunned the Manila Stadium. The aftermath, pain, pride, and perspective. Silence washed across parts of the court. Not the silence of disappointment alone, but the heavy quiet of dreams deferred. For a moment, a collective gasp of hope collapsed, like a tennis ball striking the net instead of clearing it. Yet as Alex walked off the court, she carried something beyond those lost sets, an unwavering spirit and a profound appreciation for the support behind her. In her post-match reflection, she spoke not of defeat, but of pride in sharing the journey with her fans, of being lucky to be able to share this experience, and of wanting others to fall in love with tennis as she had. In the press area, she also spoke about how the crowd's cheers softened the sting of loss, a truth as delicate as the strings of her racket. The support was both comforting and challenging, a double-sided sword that made the loss both easier to bear and harder to accept. Crossroads, lesson and legacy. This moment in Manila was not merely about a loss. It was a reminder that even the brightest hopes must sometimes face disappointment. In professional sport, every athlete, no matter how talented, encounters a plateau, a stumbling block, or a tougher opponent. And sometimes that opponent is not just another player, but the weight of expectation itself. For Alex, this was a defining moment, one that will likely shape her future approach, resilience, and ambition. With each match she plays, whether in Manila, Abu Dhabi, where she will soon compete next, or the global circuit, she carries forward the lessons of this home court. How to shoulder hope, how to respond to pressure, and how to stay true to the love of the game. Triumph grows from setbacks. While Alex's journey paused in the quarterfinals, another story unfolded across the tournament, one that intertwined with her own. Camila Osorio, the player who ended Alex's bid, continued her run all the way to the final, where she faced Croatia's Donna Vekic. In a thrilling three-set battle that saw momentum ebb and flow, Osorio clinched victory and became the first champion in Philippine Women's Open history. Osorio's triumph adds a layer to the